So I just got some packages from Amazon, one of which is some power buttons. We'll get to that later. But the other is a Logitech G305 Lightspeed, which I'll be using to replace my Corsair M65 Pro. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing and review, and I hope you enjoy it. Apologies for the poor camera angle. It's a little bit awkward. I actually have it suspended from a ceiling fan right now with some like Velcro and a rope because I don't have a tripod. But we're going to go ahead and unbox this. So once again, this is Logitech G305 Lightspeed. I have a rather dull but functional knife here. I'm going to go ahead and slit the tape at the top. And I don't know what the audio quality is going to be like for this, but we're hoping it's going to work. So here's the actual mouse. It's in some nice recyclable packaging. Logitech actually has like an eco-friendly guarantee or something for this. The click, nice. Side buttons, feels good. And I can actually quite comfortably hold it with my palm. I mean, the glide on the wood could be better, but that is a known problem with these mice. And on a mouse pad, it should be just fine. I personally like the color scheme. It's been a little divisive among some of my friends who have seen it. But you can also get this mouse in black or blue or white, or even I think they have like a pink or purple one. But this one was cheaper. So one, I like the color, and two, it's cheaper. So yeah, that's the mouse. We'll look at that more later. And well, first, I guess one last thing. Little switch, on, off, nothing too fancy. And the battery goes in here, and there's a little dongle. Look at that, it's so cute. But we'll get to that in a second. For now, we're gonna look at what else is in here. So we have some more recyclable packaging. It's nothing special, it's like just packaging, but yeah, recyclable, that's good. We'll put all that aside. Oh, wait, no. One last thing. We have some instructions, but who needs those? And more instructions, who needs those? A little Logitech sticker. I'm not really one for putting a bunch of stickers on my stuff, but that's cool if you're into that. We have an extension cable. So this is actually pretty helpful. I don't need it because I had the genius idea to buy a light up RGB mouse pad, which has USB connectivity on it, which is actually pretty nice. But what you can do is take your dongle and plug it into this cable, and then you should be able to plug this cable into your computer and get the dongle within approximately direct line of sight with your mouse, because the closer this is, the less you're going to have dropout issues and just issues in general with the signaling. The longer wire will potentially make it a tiny bit slower, but I don't even know if you can measure it. Logitech claims that actually the signals between this transmitter and the mouse, or receiver in the mouse, is faster than a copper wire. I believe there is some testing to back this up, but I'm not completely sure. But it's just a nice little cable in general and really handy to have if you need it. And then they include a AA alkaline battery. I will probably not be using this. I have some rechargeable AA batteries that I'll be using instead, but we will see. So yeah, let's go ahead and get it hooked up to my computer and see how it does versus my Corsair mouse. So here are the two mice next to each other, the Logitech one on the right, the Corsair on the left. And actually I couldn't find my rechargeable battery, so I will just be using the one Logitech included. So you just remove the back, you slot it in like so, and you see the little indicator light comes on. There's power. Then I'm going to take out the little dongle. Sorry, hard to do it one-handed. And going to go ahead and plug this in right here to my Corsair, what is it, like M60 mouse pad or something. I might do a review for that in a later video. But yep, this should be about ready to go as soon as I can get this back on. I promise I'm more coordinated when I'm not holding a phone. And we're going to go ahead and turn on my computer. And yes, I put speed holes in it. Don't judge. So yeah, we got the light show. And one thing you might notice is the Corsair mouse, Logitech mouse does not have RGB other than this one little indicator light. That being said, you don't have to worry about multiple RGB software. So yeah. Oh, it feels really nice in the hand gliding. Corsair one feels noticeably heavier. This one weighs in, I think, with the battery, just over 100 grams. This one's more like 130. So that is a solid, really good feature for the Logitech. Some people do prefer playing with heavier mice. It's really a personal preference. I personally would prefer a lighter mouse for something like an FPS, that type of thing. So we'll do a quick glide test. The G305. That moved quite nicely. Corsair M65. Didn't go near as far. This is a used mouse, but the pads are in pretty good shape. I actually sanded that down at one point because I thought it was grabbing the mouse pad a little bit. But it's in pretty good shape. I have the optional weights out. These are just the screws. I figured I'd leave those in because you can take them out, but then you have a kind of ugly hole in the bottom of the mouse and no one sees it, but still. So I'm actually really liking this mouse. I'm going to go ahead and go into Windows and download the software Logitech has, get it dialed in to my preferred DPI, which is about 500, and then I'll pull up the training zone in Valorant and put them through their paces.
Okay, so I actually had to do a little bit of Googling to figure out exactly what the control software is called, but it's called Logitech G Hub, so you can just go and Google that. And then you just click this link, and it should open up the website. And download for Windows 10, unless you're running a Mac, in which case you're running an inferior machine and you should get a PC, because I am very much biased. But let's go ahead and install. And that was pretty quick. Nice. Now we just gotta unpack it. I guess it's kind of like, when you're delivering a package or something, and then you have to, like, open it to get the stuff out, because you're unpacking. Okay, that wasn't a very good joke, but, Maybe I'll just cut this part. We'll see. We'll see. Oh! Oh, okay. Interesting animation. Got the G that turns into an L that turns into a gun. Okay. Just remember, kids, don't play with guns. They're dangerous. But apparently Tetris animations are not. Oh, okay. Logitech G Hub. Fortnite sniper mode. I don't play Fortnite, but okay. Macros. Okay, yeah, let's launch it. Sure. I'll send error logs, but I don't want to send my usage data. Okay, got it. Okay, so we're in the software now, and I'm just going to go ahead and change the DPI. You just click on the mouse here. I'm going to take this little slider and drag it to the right up to 500, and then I'm going to bring this down to 700, I guess. This can come down to 800, and I just say, I don't know, 1,000. I very rarely would want to play at a higher one. I like having 500 and then trying to get my games to approximately like about 1-to-1 ratio. There's different strategies around how you want to get that set, but I just prefer to do 1-to-1. It's just easier in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up Valorant and give it a go, but boy do they like some notifications. Have you ever noticed how for whatever reason Valorant's install client is like, okay, so we're gonna go along at 7.8 megabits per second. Now down to oh, here we go. Let's go. Oh, back down. And you're like, oh, maybe I'm gonna make. Oh, nope, back down we go. Oh, wow, now that's pretty fast. Oh, yeah, there we go. Keep going. Oh, yeah, you got this. Let's go. On an adventure, the thingamajigger. I hope that's not copyrighted. And we're going. We're going. Oh, we're going. Let's go. Go. Oh, we're back down. No, wow. This is gonna take a little bit. Okay, so I finally got Valorant up. It took a long time. I had to go through and enable secure boot and TPM, and then my computer wouldn't boot. For some reason, when I turn on secure boot, I actually have a short covering that and talking about a solution I have to help, not necessarily that problem, but when your computer isn't booting, you need to reset your CMOS, which I explained a little bit in it. So I'll probably be releasing 2 shorts, one about the CMOS, one about my solution. So be sure to check those out. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the shooting range, and I'm going to start with the M65 Pro, the mouse I'm more familiar with. And I'll probably just do medium because I haven't played in a while, and that should probably be enough to stretch me a little bit, but not too crazy difficult. I'll be using the Vandal and the Sheriff, just trying to go for the one tap. So we'll do Phoenix. I like to play Phoenix usually. And we'll share our heavy shield, because, you know, they're always going to shoot at you. Let's make sure we have it set to medium. Okay. Okay. I don't know if they're going to be strafing or not. That'll be interesting to see. Okay, so 22 there. Let's do another run. Ah! Okay, so that's 18. I had that mess up in the middle, but let's go. Okay, so another 20. So apparently my first run's been my best so far. So this is probably largely the placebo effect, but so far even just moving it around feels much faster, it's much lighter. The smaller size actually feels really good to my hand. Maybe I just have small hands, I don't know. But it feels good. I like not having the cable, but time to see if that actually translates into performance. So that wasn't a very good run. The mouse feels unfamiliar to my hand, I'm not used to it. I like it in general, it feels good to use. I've noticed my hand is getting a little bit clammy. I don't know if that's just the finish or just first time making a video or trying to review a mouse. But overall, it feels pretty good. But let's try to do another run and see if I can beat that 22 I had with my old mouse. Ah, 21, okay. One more, but so far I seem to be performing about the same, which goes to show that it's really not a particular mouse, maybe if you're spending like $100 and something versus like $30. But this mouse was $30. It retails for more like 60. My M65 Pro also retails for around 60. I got it for like 30, but it's been aging some, and I wanted to try a lighter wireless mouse. But it's really not the mouse that makes you good at a game. It's yourself, and as you can see, I'm not too great. But hey, it's fun to review tech. I like the coloring of the mouse, and who knows? Maybe I'll win this one. Hey, 23, okay, so yeah, they perform at least about the same. I feel like I've done consistently better towards the end with this one. I'm not too great apparently flicking to the left, but that's just, I'm not really in practice, but it feels good. You can move around quickly, it glides really well like I showed earlier. It's a solid mouse. So one last thing I want to show you, this is a really helpful website called Artings, and they have really good reviews for mice, where they have, you know, simple to easy to read rating systems, all the way down to stuff like how many milliseconds does it take for the sensor to pick up for the connection latency. So as you can see here, the Logitech G305 Lightspeed has a much lower latency than my old M65 Pro, even though this one's wireless, and the M65 Pro is wired. Then there's stuff like the different kind of percentage margin of errors, I believe, between different CPIs. So basically your, you know, dots per square inch, but it's using a slightly different metric. And the error and stuff. This one's really good for that. The latency's really solid. It's a really good overall mouse, and for like $30 right now, I'd highly suggest you consider buying it if you're looking for a mouse. So I don't know if I'm able to do affiliate links since this is my first video, but if I can, I'll throw one down in the description. If not, I'll just throw a regular one down in the description. Thank you for watching today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and come back for some more reviews in the future.